From the heart of Fort Lauderdale, Jaclyn St. James with gay news around the world.
Good evening. Welcome to Gay News Around the World. I'm Jaclyn St. James. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2013. In world news, calls for a vaccination program against the cancer-causing human papillomavirus, HPV, was to be extended to include teenage boys, has been rejected by the Scottish government. Girls aged 12 to 13 already receive a jab at high school, protecting them against the infection, which can cause cervical cancer. Earlier, two separate health bodies had called on the Department of Health at Westminster to extend the program to include boys due to increased rates of oral sex in the population. Scientific evidence indicates that if at least 80% of girls are immunized, boys will be adequately protected against the main cancer-causing HPV because there will be fewer HPV viruses circulating in the population. Uptake rates in girls in secondary school for completed courses of HPV vaccination in Scotland are currently well in excess of 80%. However, this response and the aims of the HPV program in Scotland do not address the risks for men who have sex with men. Treating around 80% of the women in the country would seem to have very little impact on the risks for young gay men, for example. Both the Faculty of Public Health and British Association for Sexual Health have called for the extension to the program to help prevent the spread of HPV, which is associated with the cancer of the genitals, mouth, and throat. The JCVI does not currently recommend vaccination of boys or men against the HPV virus. However, there are currently no plans to extend HPV vaccinations to males, based on an assessment of currently available scientific evidence. Speaking from the House of Commons in July, Conservative MP Mike Fryer said he couldn't understand why the previous government introduced a scheme that so willfully neglected the sexual health needs of men, particularly the homosexual community. He was adamant about the current government must review the vaccine contract and change this sorry state of affairs. The JCVI confirmed that there are now collating evidence on efficiency of including boys and MSM in the vaccination program. This is a major step forward, but we must maintain the pressure to ensure girls, boys, and MSM are protected against HPV-related cancers. In U.S. news, Behind the Candelabra, the film about iconic gay pianist Liberace, has won 8 awards at the Creative Arts Emmys. Steven Soderbergh's directorial project took home Best Art Direction, Casting, Picture Editing, Costumes, and other major awards after leading the pack with 9 nominations. In January, Soderbergh said that Behind the Candelabra was turned down by the big Hollywood studios for being too gay. It didn't get a screen run in the U.S., but it was shown at cinemas across the U.K. and in other countries. When the film debuted on HBO in May, it achieved the highest ratings for a TV film in the U.S. since 2004. Executive producer Jerry Weintraub said in June, we had 3.5 million homes just on Sunday night watch, and that's when they were broadcasting for the first time on HBO in America. And that was without the TiVoing. When we're finished, God knows how many millions of people will see this film. That's what they wanted, and that's what they made. The Creative Arts Emmys are a precursor to the Primetime Emmys, which took place last weekend. Behind the Candelabra stars Michael Douglas as Liberace and Matt Damon as a secret partner, Scott Thorson. Michael Douglas has earned critical praise for his portrayal of Liberace. Douglas and Damon both were nominated against each other in the lead actor in a TV miniseries or movie category. Sir Elton John paid homage to Liberace at the Primetime Emmy Awards in a special performance at the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles last Sunday, September 22nd. Liberace's final stage performance was at New York's Radio City Music Hall on November 2, 1986, his 18th show in 21 days. He died from an HIV-related illness on February 4, 1987, at his winter home in Palm Springs, California. He was 67. In local news, the Fort Lauderdale Gay and Lesbian Film Festival is new and emerging with the goal of bringing the best in LGBT cinema to Fort Lauderdale and the Broward County community. Screenings will be held throughout the greater Fort Lauderdale area, but their major cinema venue will be the classic Gateway Theater on Sunrise Boulevard. The 5th annual Fort Lauderdale Film Festival will take place Thursday, October 10th through Sunday, October 13th. Their mission is to enrich, entertain, and educate the public. encourage a sense of community through the presentation of international and cultural diverse films, video, and other media that offer historical or contemporary perspectives on the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender experience. The festival was originally a part of the final weekend of the Miami Gay and Lesbian Film Festival with less than 10 feature films screened. It has grown into its own festival consisting of 4 days in October and presenting 22 feature-length programs including shorts. They are calling for volunteers, so this year you can be a part of this year's 5th annual Fort Lauderdale Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. When you volunteer for the Fort Lauderdale Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, you'll have the opportunity to be part of an exciting cultural event that will occur once a year for 4 days. Experience great LGBT films and events while promoting positive LGBT community experiences. This festival could not take place without the support of the many individuals who contribute their time and hard work. Volunteers are needed to fill a variety of positions before, during, and after the film festival, including filmmaker and VIP hospitality, ticket takers, will call, greeters, ballot distribution, ushers, and special events. Benefits include festival t-shirts, vouchers for festival screenings, you can meet film industry professionals and follow film festivals, volunteer appreciation day party, and that's about it. So volunteer today. Well, this wraps things up. I do hope that you have a great week, and remember to be out, be proud, and be gay. For gay news around the world, I'm Jaclyn St. James. Have a great evening.